vote, cause they after me. Kill me if they could. I never let them capture me.
Sharing this planet with a non-human race. This isn't clickbait. I'm going to show you how you can see them as well. As I'm walking down, I'm filming. Everything's showing normal. I filmed the guards outside of the palace. Exactly the same thing. No heat whatsoever. You can see right behind them, there is heat coming from the buildings. It's showing orange. But even when they're walking,
I know this shit real.
How do you explain that?
I've seen it. If you hunt pedophiles, you're going to find a lizard man. If you want to see reptilian technology, we can show it to you. The Sphere Network is...
He said when you hunt reptilians, I'm finding a lizard. That just gives me chills, because I remember I told y'all when I was in Jordan, situation I had in Jordan, when they kept taking us to place, and a girl told me that one of the girls that they pimp out pretty much at the clubs, they have him trapped there. They told me that he's not like us. Pretty much he's not human. He's not one of us at all. And terrified. You don't know when her expiration date is. So if she can't meet a certain quota, then pretty much gonna be a wrap for her. Crazy. See these heat signatures. We're gonna keep going. This is crazy.
A global defense system that's been installed here since before the pyramids. And on the last episode, we saw a video of a shining light. The guy said only 100 yards up. This is what they look like in the daytime. When you're using antimatter reactors as your propulsion system, at nighttime it's going to reflect because you're changing the atmosphere around the object. So that's what this is right here.
That's the 3 dots you were talking about?
The same 3-dot formation is on petroglyphs from 4,000 years ago.
Bang, bingo.
This is reptilian technology.
I fell. I was walking down the stairs. I hit my head on the banister. Jay Leno's on.
Gang stalking is reptilian technology. How come your pastors can't talk about this in the church? Because they signed that 501c3 status. So you got to understand that the reason why when you go to church you still get gang stalked, because your pastors and your preachers, they all still down with the beast. That's a fact.
Video, his whole left eye, his whole left side of his face is black and blue, and he has fallen down a hill, he claims. What's going on is something called soul scalping. And this is where a draconian, viril powered parasite,
now you gotta understand, but just peep the patterns, y'all. There's no coincidence. Take the word coincidence and flush it in the toilet. Everything is all by design.
Reptilian comes in through the left eye and within 2 weeks kills the soul of the person it's inhabited.
Wow.
But takes over their memories and their consciousness. And it appears as though these people are not going through an initiation. They're not being punished for anything, but they're notables and people of influence. Now, we don't know this, but I'm surmising why these individuals would have the black eye, why they would have the reptilian consciousness. And that's because they're people of influence. And that would be of interest to the race who really is our masters. Now we think we're...
And do you wonder why these people are so heartless? And how come they got us, how they got people? I mean, think about it. If these people are the masters, like this guy says, then think about the people, the puppets, like the gang stalkers, the little bot people, the NPCs is running around here participating in these sinister activities. If these are the masters, and you see how cold-hearted they are, remember they're reptilians, right? Reptilian, these are cold-hearted reptiles, right? You know what I'm saying? So the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. If these bots out here, if the so-called people, humanity is out here, you know, doing the wicked deeds that their masters are doing, then therefore they're going to take on the same nature as their masters, as their forefathers. So when you be like, man, how can these people be gang stalking me and be so cold-hearted? They act like they don't care. They act like they love what they're doing. Then the Bible says, I gave them over to their mind, that they're going to do all this sinful stuff and have pleasure in it, because they have been taken over inside. Their souls is gone.
Top of the food chain, we eat cows, we eat fish. Fish and cows eat other things, etc., etc. There's a pyramid of who's on top of what food chain. Well, what if we're not on top of the food chain? We're not. The thing about the Black Eye Club and this reptilian incursion through the eye, and I'll go into a little more detail of that in a moment, is that we're told by whistleblowers and we're told by certain text that to maintain the life force that they have just assumed.
If you're a whistleblower, comment down below that you're a whistleblower.
By whistleblowers, and we're told by certain text that to maintain the life force that they have just assumed, they need to have high stem cell blood, and in large quantities, the kind of blood that would come from a baby. And if they can't have a baby's blood, then it's going to be adrenochrome. And only if this were true, then it would go a long way to explaining the child trafficking, the deep underground military bases where there's baby factories and the babies are sacrificed and the blood is used and adrenochrome is created. What if our masters require this? And what if our masters were all the people that we respect and admire and vote for?
Remember on They Live, when the preacher man was preaching? They are our masters. They own us. You know what I'm saying? Remember he was saying that?
But they're really no longer themselves.
No.
Now let me take you a little bit further into how this works.
That's crazy. Just put it in perspective. I did boxing a long time, and I got good defense, but I've never had a black eye. Never had a black eye. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever had a black eye. Most people have never had a black eye.
Knock on wood.
That means your defense ain't that good, goddamn. Your head movement is trash. You're getting black eyes like that. But let me know if you had a black eye. That shit, and why is it so common for a certain group of people? Come on, let me know in the comments down below. Let's just put it in perspective. And then everybody's falling down and hurting their eye.
And not only that, but isn't it like the same eye? It appears to look like it was the left eye, but I don't know. It could have been the right eye. You know how when you're looking at the camera, things be the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no coincidence now that all these celebrities got a black eye. The reptilians walk among us. You damn right they walk among us. They walk among you. They eat among you. They driving in cars among you.
Okay. All right. You fell down and hit your eye. So you didn't catch yourself, none of that shit. Okay.
Because we can't buy one of theirs. Open up the market.
We have capitalism and we embrace it.
I remember that my man just hit. Okay.
Because we can't buy one of theirs. Open up the market.
We have capitalism and we embrace it.
I remember that my man just hissed at him. It's diabolical. Like, that's not weird, is it?
He hissed at him? What did he do?
We have capitalism and we embrace it.
Open up the market.
We have capitalism and we embrace it.
I remember that my man just hissed at him. It's diabolical. Like, that's not weird, is it?
Y'all remember this one? That light skinned girl with the big eyes. I seen that. A lot of these clips is old. But I know it might be new to some of y'all that's just waking up, so. I used to watch this, man, a long time ago, man. I'm talking about like 2000. I started watching in 2007, and then 2000, like, no, not 2007. I say about 2009.
Death is irreversible.
As you can see, as you can see here in London, it is a lovely day, and as the hearse heads out into West London,
That was live.
William, the time has come. The ritual must be performed.
Mother, this is madness.
William, what's happening to me? I feel so strange.
Everything will be all right, darling. Just rest.
Urushda,
It's all AI.
Urushda, let the vessel be prepared. It is done. The crown
Sucking
shall
soul.
never fall.
No!
At last, I have returned.
No, this cannot be.
We must fix these errors before it's released.
The public is already suspicious. This needs to be perfect.
It is the Queen.
The crown endures through any vessel.
My God, what have they done to you? What have you done?
The legendary city of Agartha, at the center of the earth. And at the center of that, the Vrilia. Unfortunately, the place is crawling with Vril. And I'm not hugely fond of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids. This should be interesting.
Well, it certainly has been an interesting last few millennia. With this whole infiltrate the upper echelon of human society and manipulate them into destroying each other.
When we talk about Elon, Elon is a very Anunnaki name. The Anunnaki are from Nibiru, which is also known as Planet X. With Elon, what did he name his children? AEX12 or something like that. It was like XAE12. And 12, anytime you see 12, is also an Anunnaki number. Nibiru is the 12th planet. Okay, so when you start getting into all these things, they're very symbolic. Going back to Elon, what does he have? He turned Twitter into X. He has the SpaceX. Like, there's all these really symbolic things when you start to get into like who they are in this life, who they're masking to be. You'll start to see all these symbolisms.
He built a great city, which was the throne of Satan, the Eye of Ra.
I like how she said who they masking to be. I want y'all to understand too the fact that don't get it twisted now. All reptilians are not bad. Most of them probably are, the black nobility or whatever. But don't forget that, these beings was already in the Bible too as well. Like in the book of Genesis, when the serpent had approached Adam and Eve, that serpent, aka snake or lizard or reptilian or whatever it wasn't bad. It told them the truth. If you go back and read it, I spoke about this over and over and over. I'm gonna keep on saying it just for the new people that didn't get the last video. But it said that you shall not surely die. This is what the serpent told Adam and Eve. You shall not surely die. For God knows that the day you eat the fruit thereof, you shall be like gods. You're gonna wake up. The serpent told Adam and Eve, or was it Eve? Because Eve was the one that ate the fruit first. Eve was like, we can't do it because we're gonna die. The serpent was like, You're not gonna die. God knows that the moment you eat it, you're just gonna wake up and know that you'll realize that you're God. So the serpent basically woke Eve up to let them know that that God being lied to your ass. That's all. The Yahweh God was controlling them in the Garden of Eden. They said the Garden of Eden was a place of captivity. They was slaves. They was robots. So the moment Eve ate the fruit and then gave it to Adam, they both woke up and realized they was naked and everything. And then what God do? What did the jealous God do? He had a temper tantrum like a little 2-year-old baby and started cursing everything, kicking toys and everything, acting a fool. Curse this, curse that, curse the ground, curse the reptilian. You know what I'm saying? He said, you're going to crawl on your belly and eat the dust of the earth. He cursed everything. Cursed Adam and Eve, cursed the fruit, cursed the planet, the temper tantrum God, the jealous God. That jealous God don't want you to wake up. That's why I keep telling you that you got to stop worshiping the jealous God, because if you keep on worshiping that jealous God, you're going to be a slave to him. And he's going to gang stalk you for the rest of your sorry ass, sucker ass life. Because he don't give a damn about you. He just wants you to lose. He wants you to be dumb. Why would a God say you can eat all the trees, but not the tree of knowledge? Why would a God want to keep you from knowing knowledge? Why would a God want you to remain dumb? That contradicts the whole Bible, because the scriptures tell you later on in the New Testament and stuff to study thyself, study to show thyself approved, and my people shall perish from a lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So that's all contradictions. So here it is, you got scriptures saying my people shall perish from a lack of knowledge, but then this jealous God made the tree of knowledge prohibited. He didn't even want you fucking with that tree. He told you to stay away from that tree. So we talking different gods now. Which God are you leaning? Whose side are you leaning on? I'm leaning on the devil's side. Yeah, you've been leaning on the devil's side for a long time. We could punk yourself for the 93 shot. That God kept you asleep. Anybody that tells you to not study and get knowledge is your enemy. We live in an intelligent world. This living organism that we're in, this construct, is very sophisticated and very intelligent. And for you to be dumb here, you're going to be a victim. Can I get a no there?
Who they are in this life, who they're masking to be, you'll start to see all these symbolisms.
They built a great city, which was the throne of Satan, the Eye of Ra, physical city, that he would ascend into the heavens with and live as Mount Olympus, we call it in other mythology. Physically live in the sky in a cloaked city. That's his city in the sky that you'll see referenced all over, like the Death Star that's going to come back when the Father casts him down to the earth. Woe to you, inhabitants of the earth, because the God of this age has come down. The dragon's come down and he has great wrath. He's only got 42 months. But his shot caller on the earth is going to be the beast who rises. That's Apollo. It's not some Nikolai Carpathia and Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins Left Behind series brainwashed America and the world to think that it's some dude who's going to just show up one day and be real politically active. Not that guy. It's named in the Bible explicitly for a reason. It's not like a questionable thing. Death follows him. That's Anubis. That's the jackal-headed god. That's the false prophet. It's plainly said in the scriptures. They are going to come and physically inhabit actual thrones on the earth. The dragon, the devil, Azazel, is going to give his power, his reign, over to Apollo. They won't go by these names, right? They're going to call them celestial hosts, these gods, these aliens that have come, the guys who gave us life. Thank you, Prometheus. Those guys. That'll be much more the narrative that's conducive for their agenda. But these X-Men, like, they are literally children, bloodline inheritance children from Nimrod, the tower. Others come from other gods, other immortals that taught the secrets of heaven. It's not always that they had sex with women to inseminate their seed. Sometimes they took their blood, they feed on humans, they get blood in their bodies, and when they run out, it physically runs out of their body, they need to recharge. They can give that blood to people to make them their children in a different way that circumvents the curse. They're lawyers, and they're looking for loopholes, and if they let you drink their blood and not inseminate you, they've got a way out from the judgment. And so that's one of the ways they do it. The other way is they teach mankind how to use specific plant hormones like auxins and cytokines to augment growth. This is where a lot of the giants post-flood came from, is genetic manipulation through the use of plants.
Think about that too. That's the same thing that it's the beginning of the video that vampires do as well. Look in the Epstein files. This stuff is not boring. It's not crazy. It's not a distraction. It's the soft disclosure and the things to come. A lot of people love to be like, oh, I hate seeing it. Oh, they got y'all in these files. No, they're doing stuff to kids. We stepping for the kids too as well. What y'all mean? And it's just, it's crazy where certain people's mindsets are at. But That's what vampires do. You've seen it in the movies where before they would turn somebody, they would make them drink their blood, and then they would, unalive them. They'll come up, and then they'll feed, and then they will be in that genetic line because everything about them has changed fundamentally, and especially the way that they feed in order to live here on this planet.
Why does the Vatican have a giant 4-meter pine cone in the center of its main courtyard? This is not decoration.
Y'all see that? You see it? Watch, look at that.
4-meter pine cone in the center of its main.
That's the third eye. This is the third. This is what y'all Christians are scared of. What did Jesus say? He said, if thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be filled with light. If thy eye be single, the whole body shall be filled with light. That's in the book of Matthew. Can't tell you what verse. You can Google it and find out. You got Google now. You can just Google the scriptures now, and it'll pop up. But he ain't say eyes. He's not talking about the two carnal eyes. He was talking about the third eye, which is what Phil Valentine says is the first eye. So Jesus said, if thy eye be single, this is what they talking about. Because he said that your pineal gland looks like that. Your pineal gland looks just like those little pine cones that you see outside that be laying on the ground all the time. That's what your pineal gland looks like. And this is what they spend billions of dollars to put fluoride in your toothpaste, fluoride in your water, fluoride in your damn food, fluoride in the damn sky. They pay billions of dollars to spray fluoride every day to make sure your body is filled up with fluoride. Why? So it can calcify your third eye, your pineal gland. So if you don't understand or understand what I'm saying, start here first. Go deactivate your punk ass self. Go detox yourself. Take some baking soda, some clay, some something. Get some activated charcoal in your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Wake your punk ass up. Get this see that? That's your third eye. The pine cone. Go ahead and cleanse your mind. So that way you can activate your third eye. So that way I don't no longer sound strange to you. Because right now I know I probably sound strange to a lot of people. I'm speaking Swahili or something. And you know what I'm saying? This is real shit because you have been calcified. You cannot see the forest behind the trees. So you must, before you try to dive into this information, you must first detox. You gotta detox because you have been infiltrated through your blood. Your blood, I know it was the blood. I know it was the blood for you and me. It's all about the blood. They have infiltrated your blood. They got poison in your blood. And that's the reason why you don't understand what I'm saying. Because this is what they're after. They're after the seat of the soul. The pineal gland. This is what's going to make you see what the fuck is going on or make you see what the rock has been cooking.
Courtyard. This is not decoration. The piney cone is the ancient symbol of the pineal gland. The Egyptians called it the Eye of Horus, and Jacob in the Bible said he saw God face to face in a...
the Eye of Horus, or aka Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Because Jesus is Horus. Can I get a no there?
Cone is the ancient symbol of the pineal gland. The Egyptians called it the Eye of Horus, and Jacob in the Bible said he saw God face to face in a place called Peniel. It is a piezoelectric crystal in the center of your brain. When it vibrates, you access
Don't say that now. Don't say it's a crystal, because now you really got the Christians scared, because they think the crystals is demons. So I guess your punk ass is a demon then, because he just said that the pineal gland is a crystal inside your skull. You didn't even know that you didn't even know that your body is made up of crystals. The earth is made up of crystals. This laptop that I'm recording this video and this cell phone I got in my hand is made up of crystals. You didn't watch the movie Avatar, you punk ass. I'm trying to tell you, man, don't get offended if you woke. I'm just really just, talking to them sleep motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Egyptians called it the Eye of Horus, and Jacob in the Bible said he saw God face to face in a place called Peniel. It is a piezoelectric crystal in the center of your brain. When it vibrates, you access the spiritual world. It's God's Wi-Fi. The Vatican knows this. That's why the Pope carries a staff with a pine cone at the tip.
Mm-hmm.
They know the biological technology to speak with.
I learned this back in the day with Sarah Seti. And I'm talking about back in 2007, bro.
Divine.
2006.
But for you, they gave fluorides water and toothpaste.
Mm-hmm.
Fluoride does not protect your teeth.
Mm-mm.
It calcifies the pineal, transforming your crystal antenna into a dead calcium bubble.
Mm-hmm.
A people with an open pineal speak directly with God. They don't need intermediaries. They didn't close your antenna for health. They closed it so you would need them to pay the toll to heaven. The antenna is yours, always has been. You just need to clean the cement they put on it. I explain how in the documentary Forbidden Frequency to clean the cement they put on it. I explain how in the documentary Forbidden Frequency.
Hey, yo, did y'all see this? It states that President Donald Trump had a secret meeting with the Alien Council of Extraterrestrial Biological Entities in the White House. Now, we know that the presidents of this country have been meeting with these extraterrestrials since Eisenhower. So this isn't a secret, and maybe even before Eisenhower, they've been meeting with them. I believe personally, since we're in the age of Aquarius, soon we're going to receive full disclosure. Even stories of ex-President Barack Obama being involved in the Jumper program. And the Jumper program consisted of technology in which they utilized to jump to other worlds via teleportation. And they would go to what we know as Mars, all right? And they stated that Mars is inhabitable. A lot of the planets that they state we can't inhabit, our worlds we can inhabit. Now, there's some that would argue, oh, they're not planets, they're actually worlds beyond the ice wall. I'm not here to debate semantics. But what's important to know is that the presidents of this country actually know a lot more than what they reveal to the public. In fact, a lot of the presidents aren't even human, to be 100% honest. They utilize...
That's why I keep telling people, the CIA and everybody, they're lizards. They're the lizard people. These CIA operatives, man, they are shapeshifters.
Holographic projection technology that bent light photons to hide their true appearance. Some of them were Greys, some of them were Reptilian, some of them were Venusian. All right, it's important to know that the truth is stranger than fiction. This is why there's extraterrestrial symbolism on the U.S. seal when you heighten the contrast on the dollar. You can see a beam from the Zeta Reticuli star constellation.
And what's in the middle of their forehead? Come on now, let me know in the comments down below if you know what that is.
I mean, it makes sense. They created it. You know what I'm saying? Almighty dollar. Nigga will rob their own mother. Almighty dollar. Money, 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 money. For the love of money is the root to all evil. Come on now. They made it to the point where we needed to survive. Come on now. It belongs to them.
Yes. Come on now, what it look like?
This is because secretly these beings been amongst us the whole time, hiding in plain sight. They're actually the ones that run a government and control the media. Personally feel like the Epstein files that were recently released is just another...
Why do you think people do so much evil things to get it? You see what I'm saying? It's energy. Why do you think people, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think people do like that's why they say all money ain't good money. If you're out here gang stalking for this money, then you gonna go with these people. When you die, you gonna be trapped with these suckers. If you're out here gang stalking to get that cash, I don't give a damn if you got Section 8, food stamps. I gotta feed my 5 kids. Nobody told you to have no 5 kids, you dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta rely on the beast to take care of you and your 5 kids. And now you sold your soul to the damn devil.
That's the whole time hiding in plain sight. They're actually the ones that run a government and control the media. Personally feel like the Epstein files that were recently released is just another distraction to keep us from seeing something bigger. They know that these energies are intensifying on the planet. We recently had 6 X-class solar...
I gotta stop it, man. We had 30 minutes, man. I don't want it to take forever to download. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you want to hear part 2 of this, man, this is OG. You know, he recorded this like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like watching these videos because these TikTok... John, they be balling on TikTok, man. They be coming with some good ass information. So shout out to the people. Keep on, y'all keep on out. Y'all, the people that's out there dropping this heat, keep on dropping it, man. Keep on dropping it. We got to keep on spreading the word. You know what I'm saying? Whether if you wake up or you don't, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. That's up to you. Holla back, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We out.
And in cloning operations down in the Bahamas and down in the Caribbean. And Epstein and women are like, yeah, I was having babies for him. We don't know why. They were killing the babies and sucking all of their blood out, reproductive cells out, and injecting them into the veins and arteries of Peter Nygaard. They start with an egg, then they go, well, we want a placenta. We want you to kill your baby at 4 weeks. We want the umbilical cord. Then they go, we actually want the baby. Now, these are two vampires that traffic in this, who did all this to reportedly thousands of babies. Total, they sold to other men like Bill Gates and others. And Epstein was doing it to at Zorro Ranch, reportedly, literally wanting to suck babies dry and pump it into these men's veins.
I'm getting lost in the weed, man. Getting high, living every day like I'm gonna die.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Everything we've been led to believe is a lie. When we get chosen by the gods, they're choosing us for death, murder, automatic expiration. The great beyond is bullshit. What? That's crazy talk. You liar! I know you don't want to believe it, but I have proof.
You're not thinking of going back to your old ways, are you? Is that such a bad idea? Let the cops take these guys down. You know, sometimes the law works, and sometimes it doesn't. You know, these people, they steal, they murder, destroy people's lives, and get away with it. They have alibis, money, lawyers, power. They have everything.
You don't understand. Your world's gonna end.
What the hell are you?